The girl quickly stripped off her clothes and stuffed some padding under her shirt to make her belly look big. Disguised as a pregnant woman, she walked into the hotel to carry out her assassination mission. As she approached security, she deliberately stumbled and fell, claiming she hadn't eaten all day and was starving. She asked one of the guards for a glass of water. While he was distracted, she pulled out a phone, moved swiftly toward her target, and switched the man's phone without him noticing. The moment he made a call, the device would unleash a surge of electricity strong enough to kill instantly. But just then, the guard stopped her. Not because he was suspicious, but because he was kindly bringing her the water she'd asked for. Luckily, she stayed calm and managed to finish her mission, even walking off with the guard's cup. But just before the elevator doors closed, another guard rushed in. He caught sight of her strange behavior and grew suspicious. She reacted first, striking without hesitation. But this guard was no amateur. He countered immediately, revealing his professional training. In the tight space of the elevator, they fought viciously for 10 straight minutes. Though she was quick and agile, the cramped quarters limited her moves. At one point, the guard even pulled out a large knife. Before she could react, he drove it into her stomach. But instead of flesh, the blade hit the silicone padding she'd stuffed inside. The fake belly saved her life. She kicked back hard, tripping him to the floor, and drove her own blade into his leg. Realizing she couldn't afford to waste any more time, she launched her escape plan. She bolted into the hotel restaurant, locked the door behind her, and called her partner. He directed her to a hidden escape tunnel that would lead her out of the building. To throw off pursuit, she grabbed a chair and smashed a window. When the guards finally broke down the door, she was already gone. Seeing the shattered glass, they assumed she'd jumped out, but she had already slipped into the escape route. Within a minute, the pregnant woman disguise was gone, and she reappeared as a flight attendant, strolling casually out of the hotel, ruthless. But just then, their safe house came under attack. Her contact barely had time to react before being knocked unconscious. The extraction coordinates were hacked, rerouted by someone who clearly wanted to meet her face-to-face. Following the new coordinates, she arrived at a subway station. Her instincts screamed that she needed to erase every trace. In a camera blind spot on the escalator, she swapped outfits again. 10 seconds, a completely different person. Meanwhile, a man arrived at the rendezvous point, pushing a small cart. He drew the attention of two guards, then knocked them out quickly without going for the kill, careful not to reveal who he was. But a scratch on his headlight made him uneasy. Details like that could give everything away. Still, there was no time to second guess. This was their only chance to cross paths. He forced himself to wait. But the girl was sharper than expected. Her assassin's eye immediately caught the flaw. The real organization would never make such a sloppy mistake. She instantly knew it was a setup. Without hesitation, she turned and melted into the crowd. To maximize chaos, she drew her gun and fired. Panic erupted everywhere, people screaming and running. For her, it was the perfect cover. The man froze in disbelief. He hadn't expected her to be this clever. He moved to give chase, but before he could, nearby patrol officers had already locked in on him.